What's up everyone and welcome. Can you imagine getting blackmailed by some unknown person halfway around the world who threatens to publish information showing your activity on a StripChat website? Well, how about the poor models who are just trying to make a living and may not have told their parents that this is how they're working their way through college? They're at risk of sexploitation or blackmail. 65 million people in total. Still don't care? Okay, what if it's your CTO? And what if he's one of those 65 million people and he gets blackmailed to give attackers access to your corporate network, or the hackers will ruin his marriage? In this episode, we're going to talk about the data breach of StripChat, putting 65 million people at risk of blackmail-type extortion if the wrong people ever got their hands on this data.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
A database containing the highly sensitive information on both users and models on the popular adult cam site StripChat were discovered online, left completely unprotected. The data exposure puts models and users at risk of extortion, violence, and more. StripChat is a popular site founded in 2016 and based in Cyprus that sells live access to nude models. Vladimir Bob Diachenko, head of security research Comparitech, reported that he discovered the database on an ElasticSearch cluster on November 5th. It contained about 200 million StripChat records, he said, including 65 million user records containing email addresses, IP addresses, and the amount of tips they gave to models, a timestamp of when the account was created, and the last payment activity. Another database contained about 421,000 records for the platform's models, including their usernames, gender, studio IDs, tip menus, and prices, live status, and what is called their strip score. It's unclear if anyone with nefarious purposes managed to access it before it was secured on November 7th. StripChat's Max Bennett provided a statement to ThreatPost following the article's publication, emphasizing that the content of the platform's chat messages was not exposed. He also wanted to clarify that the leaked payment data contained transaction details and not credit card numbers. The exposure could pose a significant privacy risk for both StripChat viewers and models, Diachenko said. If the data was stolen, they could face harassment, humiliation, stalking, extortion, phishing, and other threats both online and offline. StripChat user and model information could also be used in targeted phishing campaigns. Victims should be on the lookout for targeted phishing emails from fraudsters posing as StripChat or a related company. Diachenko warned, never click on links or attachments in unsolicited emails. The privacy risk for both users and models becomes more significant if the exposed information is cross-referenced with other breaches, so the full profile of a person is drawn. StripChat data, in fact, does not reveal a lot of personal info, and Diachenko feels that a lot of users visiting such sites prefer not to state their real identities or emails, etc. They mostly use VPN services to hide their IP addresses. Still, a lot of this info can be matched with other data breaches, and some additional data could or would come up, and that's his point. The exposure was reported to StripChat on November 5th with multiple contact points, so he contacted them through email as well as Twitter. While the company didn't directly respond to Diachenko's disclosure, he said that as of November 7th, the data was secured. Sites like StripChat should have stronger security practices and at least employ incident response protocols when receiving alerts like this from the security community, he told ThreatPost. Lewd phishing lures are increasingly being used in business email compromise campaigns, according to research that Great Horn published last summer. The firm found a stunning 974% uptick in social engineering scams using salacious material, mostly aimed at employees with male-sounding names. It doesn't always involve explicit material, but the goal is to put the user off balance, frightened, and the excited emotional state to decrease the brain's ability to make rational decisions, according to the report. Being confronted at work with past StripChat activities would certainly make rational thinking difficult. The pandemic has been a boon to cybersec sites like StripChat. The company said that following the onset of the pandemic and lockdowns, the platform saw a 72% rise in traffic and added 906,181,416 new users in 2020 alone. StripChat joins a long and illustrious list of companies with leaky clouds. VIP Games exposed the user data of 66,000 users early in 2021. Dating sites, even Hobby Lobby, all have fallen victim to the misconfigured cloud. And it's not just the private sector. Last summer, Diachenko found an exposed ElasticSearch cluster containing 1.9 million terrorist watch list records. When it comes to public-facing cloud storage, Diachenko called on organizations to do much more to protect their data. Exposure of records through misconfiguration is a major issue, whether we're talking about public cloud misconfigurations or of any service exposed to the internet, he said in an email to ThreatPost. Organizations need to continuously monitor all resources deployed in their enterprise to minimize risks of such exposure. Such records can be sold on the dark web or used for further attacks, especially if credentials are involved. So, what can we learn? Well, if you're a consumer who might get tangled up in this data breach, you need to be on the lookout for scams related to StripChat. Don't click on links or files in any emails claiming to be related to either StripChat, the StripChat organization, or relating to your activity on the platform. Now, for organizations, you need to also be on the lookout for such scams that can open your employees to manipulation in varying degrees. You can alert employees that you're aware of the situation without, I'll say, pointing anyone out, and stress the importance of them maintaining a professional attitude and being on the alert in case any one of them finds themselves being manipulated in any way. Furthermore, we can see that the cause of this was improper security practices on cloud-based systems. So you need to make an inventory of all services your organization has and regularly audit them to ensure the proper security measures are taken for those individual services you maintain. After all, it's your company's trust and your customers' privacy and security that are on the line. With that, I say thanks again for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already, and smash the bell if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.